This man went abroad to travel, but his own country was gone, and his passport and currency were all invalid. No one can manage Tom, but he could only stay at this airport. Because of the language barrier, no one was willing to help Tom. That night, Tom came to the waiting hall and put chairs together to sleep. The next second, the next day, the bald manager was very excited because he was about to be promoted to director. He had waited 17 years for this day, but as soon as he turned around, he noticed someone walking around in a bathrobe. He suddenly realized there was still one person at the airport he couldn't control. This surprised the manager greatly. There were still such obedient people in the world. If it were anyone else, they would have already slipped out long ago. To ensure his smooth promotion to director, the manager had no choice but to begin his underhanded plan. At lunchtime, Tom looked at the array of food. He could only take out his last reserve of food, but when he looked up, he saw a boiled egg. The supervisor hinted to Tom that the airport gates could be entered and exited freely. The city would open its doors to Tom. Tom thought he could gain his freedom, but in reality, traps had already been set outside the airport. If Tom dared to step outside the gate, he would be arrested as an intruder, but the clever Tom didn't fall for the supervisor's trick.
I wait.
Now he was worried about how to find a job at the airport. Everyone was very resistant to someone without an identity.
I'll take it from here.
The disoriented Tom passed by a cement wall. As an architect, Tom couldn't stand it. He spent the entire night transforming the concrete wall into something new. This scene was witnessed by a construction crew. The foreman was immediately impressed by Tom's craftsmanship and offered to hire him at $19 an hour. Meanwhile, the supervisor had learned of the situation.
How much does he make? How much are they paying him?
$19 an hour.
Unbelievable. Do you know that's more than I make?
After 9 months, Tom finally saw the light at the end of the tunnel. His country finally ended the war, and Tom successfully boarded the plane home. The theme of the film revolves around the word wait. The manager waited 17 years to obtain the position of supervisor. The old man waited 23 years to escape his sins. The woman waited 22 years for the man's promise. Not every wait has a result, but waiting enriches life. It makes life more exciting, and happiness has no final destination.